which is late to me. What y'all got going on? I'm calling people, and I was showing people my ebook. I have an ebook that's coming out. I'm excited about it, honestly. This is the cover of my ebook. I'm excited about this. That's all y'all get is the cover. That's all you get is the cover. But I'm trying to call so many people right now, and I feel like they playing with me right now, and I don't like that. Not at all. I got all my stuff up right now. I'm about to cut off this big light because I have natural light now. The freaking sun is up. I don't like it too much. I don't need nobody saying that to my damn house. Cause people be looking. You know what's so weird? People will sit there and look in your window, and I'm sitting there like, "Can I help you?" I had to go out there, all type of shit. I don't understand how y'all open up at 8:30 and y'all not answering the phone. Make that make sense. Forget it. Let's move on to the next one. Because I do have to call California's Attorney General. Um, but I'm not gonna call them yet because I know they're California time. So I'm gonna wait to call them. But I am gonna call Miss Lisa. I don't know. And then I gotta call Lexington Law by 9 a.m. because I want to ask them information about the identity theft. Um, what's it called? I need to ask them about the identity theft insurance that I have so I can make a claim because I've suffered a financial burden. I'm talking about when I say I get so aggravated and agitated, like when people don't answer the phone. I think I might call Westlake in a minute because I need to know what they decided that they're going to do. And I'm about to call the lady who is representing them. What's the company called? Hold on. Ron's got to call me back. Oh, wait, I got it right here. I'm tripping. All right. Miss Lisa not answering the phone. Ron's people said that he'll call me back. Carrie Christie. Let me try to call this law firm again for the umpteenth time. I'm supposed to clock in at 9 o'clock, which I still will clock in at 9 o'clock. But I need to breathe. Because I'm telling you right now, my motherfucking steamer is fucking boiling right now. Like, this is like, I hate when these people feel like they can just play with you any kind of way. So now I gotta call these folks because, mind you, they sold my vehicle for $8,000 and put the money attached to an account.
Thank you for calling Westlake Portfolio Management LLC, a debt collector. Any information obtained will be used for that purpose.
If your car has recently been repossessed, press 7. Si su auto ha sido recién embargado, oprima 7.
To continue, you'll need to speak with a customer service representative. Your call may be monitored or recorded for quality or training purposes.
I don't know the fuck y'all did, bitch. Sorry, y'all. I ain't even curse. What,
Thank you
baby?
for calling Westlake Portfolio Management LLC, a debt collector. Any
You want
information
everybody to know you
obtained
my
will be
baby daddy?
used for that purpose.
If your car has recently been repossessed, press 7. Si su auto ha sido recién.
Your call may be monitored or recorded for quality or training purposes.
That's really my baby daddy, y'all. Why y'all playing? That's my son's dad. I don't know why everybody and their mama want to show up.
Thank you for calling Westlake Portfolio Management. My name is Cecile Chua. Can I have your account number?
Hold on. I thought I had my account number, but clearly I do not. Is there another way that you can verify me?
Can I have your first and last name?
Nevadia Brooks.
Last four of your social security.
Hold on, real quick. One moment. One moment. She gonna say according to your account condition, I gotta transfer you somewhere else. Okay, I got the account number now. Cause bitch, what the fuck is you talking about? The Lord needs to work on my tongue.
Thanks for calling Westlake Portfolio Management. My name's Garland Grady. Can I have your first and last name?
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Garland Grady.
Hi, Mr. Grady. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. My name is Nevadia Brooks.
Let me have the last 4 of your social.
You can't just get my account number?
You have your account number?
I do. 255-21494.
And your date of birth?
7/24/91.
The year, make, and model of the vehicle.
A 2015 Nissan Altima.
All right. How may I help you today?
I'm calling because I'm trying to figure out what's going on as far as the account go. It's getting real silent over there.
Well, you have to talk to the legal department. They're doing some things for you, but they're not open at the moment.
They're doing some things for me. Things like what? Because I've never been.
I don't know. It just says processing dead about legal. So when it says legal, that means that the legal department is handling your case. I don't know what's transpiring. Give me some background information. What happened to the vehicle? What's going on? Maybe I can tell you.
So what happened was I got the contract canceled legally, and your company tried to intervene with a decision that a judge made, and you guys put an affidavit on file under penalty and perjury. Your senior analyst legal person, John Shawaski. He put an affidavit on file, which was not honored by the judge. And the judge let it be known that Westlake has nothing to do with the cancellation of a contract that was illegal. You guys took my vehicle while I was in the middle of litigation. You guys never gave me a vehicle back. And then you guys say that I still owe on the vehicle for a contract that was canceled legally by the judge. So you guys have already sold the vehicle, which was about $8,000, if I'm not mistaken. And you guys are saying that I owe about $14,000 on an account that does not exist per the judge. So I'm not for sure what they're working on because, to be honest with you, I haven't even spoken to the legal department, not one time. So that's why I'm confused, because they've never communicated with me via mail, via email, via phone call. So I'm confused at how the legal department is doing anything towards me.
Right.
Or for me.
Right. Let me check this out. We also have another account, 2017 Chevy Malibu.
Yeah, that car has been gone. We're going to get that contract canceled too. I'm not worried about that right now. I'm really worried about the 2015 Nissan Altima that was taken out of my possession on my private property and was never given back to me and was sold without knowledge, because I do know that normally you guys would send me out a notification saying like, hey, we're about to sell your vehicle in 10 days. And if y'all are still abiding by the contract that was canceled, y'all didn't do that. And that's violation of the contract. So.
Right. The legal department opens up at, let's see what time they open up. Did they open up at 8? You know, it's only 5:48 here in Los Angeles. So you have to call back around 8 o'clock and talk to the person.
You said what time is it right now? 5 what?
5:48.
All right, so it's 5:48 right now in the state of Georgia, where you guys presume to collect. It's right now. It is 8:48 a.m. So I guess I'll have to give you guys a call back, and I guess go from there. Will I actually get to speak to somebody from the legal department?
Yeah, they're available.
Okay, because I've never been able to, but okay, that's fine. I will definitely give you guys a call back.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Legal is doing something to my account. Then you want to bring up an account? Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. Don't fucking worry. Don't fucking worry about it. Now I'm gonna try to call again, because what are y'all doing? I'm gonna call this Attorney General again, because what are y'all doing? You heard the man just sat here and said that they supposed to send you out a notice when they're selling your vehicle. And I just told him on record that I never fucking got this shit. The judge said what the fuck he said. He said what the fuck he said. And he could use what he said. He said what the fuck he said. He said, no, your affidavit has nothing to do with this situation. She did perfectly serve the right people. Yeah, let's read over that. Who is this? Let's read over what he said. Let's read over what he said, because I thought that was hilarious. Niggas is mad. They're pissed. Them motherfuckers said this case is before the court on the defendant's behalf. U.S. Auto Sales Inc.'s motion to set aside the default judgment and open a default on January the 3rd of 2024. The court, having reviewed the pleadings and the record and the record, and after consideration of the applicable law, denies their fucking motion. It says the court entered a final judgment. They entered a final judgment against the defendant on August the 22nd of 2023 upon finding the defendant defaulted and and following a hearing on August the 11th of 2023, which the defendant did not appear. Defendant now seeks to set aside the judgment, asserted that it was not properly served with the process to open a default. It said the default, a defendant who challenges the significance of a service bears the burden to show of showing improper service, which means at the end of the day, regardless of what y'all got going on, if a company says, and that's why I say all the people that's got to go back to court, all those people that got to go back to court, it's because they're going to say that they didn't properly serve. And if they didn't properly serve, then guess what? Show proof. Show proof. Just like with Mark. Mark has a case. He's one of my associates. Mark, his case in Florida, he read their proposal, their motion to bring him back to court was because they said he knew about bankruptcy. So what people don't understand, you have federal. Nothing trumps federal. Right now, the company U.S. Auto Sales is in federal court. They're in bankruptcy. Bankruptcy is federal court. If you file court paperwork on a company while they're in federal court, you can't get in trouble for it unless there is fraud that is brought upon. On top of that, you can prove that there was some type of fraud because of the simple fact, my case, when you go back to my case, which is 2023 CV, C as in cow, V as in Victor, 381218. For whatever reason, I'm gonna just say this: it's not. You can't find it on the internet anymore. When you can't find something on the internet, yeah, what that means? That means I did some things that I wasn't supposed to do. That means the company has been doing improper things. That means I brought some shit out that wasn't supposed to be brought out. This right here, you can't find this. You cannot find this on the internet anymore. Remember how back then I used to be like, shit, look up Nevadia Brooks versus U.S. Auto Sales Inc. You cannot find it anymore on the internet. You can't. You can't. So I'm going to give y'all the case. 2023, C as in cow, V as in Victor, 381218. All right. That's a DOWC case. Jesus. Yeah, this DOWC case is something else. But yeah, yeah, that's you can't find this shit. You can't find my case at all. Then it goes the same. The share of returns of service constitute prima facie proof of fact. Okay? It says the return can only be set aside upon evidence which is not clear and convened, but the strongest of the nature to admit the case. Now, mind you, you guys said that I didn't perfect the service by not serving the correct location. You guys specifically sat there and said in a 32-page summons motion to set aside a default judgment that was already put into place because I didn't properly serve, after you said multiple times that the proper serving location was 900 Old Roswell Lakes Parkway, Suite, whatever. You're some fucking idiots. And it specifically says, hold on, let me go back to it. It says the defendant constitute that the sheriff's entry of service does not indicate the defendant's registered office was served at the registered agent's address and fails to identify Scott Perkins as the corporate officer, the secretary, the cashier, or the management agent authorized to accept service on the defendant's behalf. Now, what they're speaking about, when you serve somebody, when you serve a company, with court documents, when you serve somebody with court documents, this is what happens. You get something back in the mail. You get something back in the mail, and you get an email saying that they were served. This is what they're talking about. Let me cover up this address. That's my mama's address still. You get something like this when you properly serve somebody. And it'll say who they served it to. This was the sheriff. The sheriff, M. Watson, badge number 3608, served on June the 13th of 2023. It says, serve the defendant, U.S. Auto Sales, Inc., by leaving a copy of the within action and summons with Scott Perkins, who is the clerk in charge of the office and place of doing business of said corporation in this county. But Westlake Portfolio, or the law firm that's representing Westlake Portfolio, said that I didn't serve it at the proper location. The judge found otherwise because he went and looked into the Secretary of State website. So let's make that fucking clear. Let's make it clear. Let's make it clear, y'all. So then you go and say, it says the motion, however, confirms that the defendant's registered agent design with the Georgia Division of Corporation is Conagly Global Inc., located at 900 Old Roswell Lakes, Suite 310, Georgia 30076. According to the sheriff's entry of service, listed the same old Roswell Lakes Parkway address as the address of the party being served. What are y'all talking about? I'm talking about they had this whole thing. Oh, she didn't serve the right place. She didn't properly serve. Da da da. Yada yada yada. Some bullshit. Some bullshit. Some bullshit. Plain and simple. You trying to figure out some shit that doesn't even make fucking sense. You said that I didn't serve the right party, and yet when the judge went to go look it up himself, he found the same address that I found. Y'all tried to sit here and play with your bald-headed mammy. That's what you tried to do. But not me. Then it says, while the defendant introduced a supporting affidavit by John Shawaski, who is employed by Westlake Service, LLC, Mr. Shawaski is not a representative of the defendant's registered agent. Mr. Shawaski is not, let's read it again. Mr. Shawaski is not a representative of the defending registered agent. You don't work for the registered agent that works on behalf of the defendant. And who is the defendant? U.S. Auto Sales Inc. So yeah, y'all may have the rights to take the money, but y'all don't have rights to nothing else. That's the part that that a lot of people not getting. And that's cool for some people. Matter of fact, let me see, can I log into my Peach Court real quick? But like I said, oh, I forgot to show y'all. So this little thing for T-Mobile. The document you submitted as payment for T-Mobile for the account number above is not applicable form of payment towards the balance. This is when I use the coupon, which I gotta find some other type of coupon to use it, but don't think that shit don't fucking work. It does. It just takes a lot of time. Let me see. Can I pull up? Hold on, y'all. Matter of fact, it's time for me to log in. It's 9 o'clock. So that means, since it is 9 o'clock, guess who I have to call? I have to call the identity theft people, which I have to call Lexington Law. Hold on, y'all. Yesterday. If I maybe this is it. I think this is it. And I want to
Thank you for calling Lexington Law Firm. We are currently closed at this time.
Oh, they don't open until 9 o'clock. Hold on, y'all. bro. Swear to God. I ain't got time. Oops, did not mean to do that. Definitely did not mean to do that. Alright. I'll try to call these folks again. Thanks, buddy. Thanks.
Thank you for calling Lexington Law Firm. Please press 1 if you are a current client. Please press 2 if your call may be monitored and recorded for quality or training purposes. Please be prepared with your email address and date of birth so a paralegal can quickly access your case. Press 1 for English. Press 2 for Spanish. As a Lexington Law client, your case will be at your fingertips with 24/7 access to the client website and mobile app. These self-service tools allow you to get case status updates, current case progress, and more anytime you want it. You'll also be able to chat with a paralegal Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. To best assist you, please listen to the entire menu before making a selection, as call routing options have recently changed. Press 1 for an update on your case. Press 2 to make a payment. Not seeing the results you expected? Press 3 to discuss a different approach. Did you know that case setup is a critical step in the credit repair process? It is designed to gather information about questionable negative items on your credit reports. This process allows you to select the reason why we're challenging, and in some cases, disputing a specific item, and is a very important element of your case. Please hold for the next available paralegal. I'll be a paralegal today.
My name is Navadi Rooks. Hold on for 1 moment. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry.
Take your time.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for contacting Peach Pass and Express. This is Navadi, who I have the pleasure of speaking with today. Hi, how are you? There is not one that you can use immediately unless you go to CVS, Walgreens, or Kroger's and pick it up. Yes, ma'am. It'll be a $5 sold by play fee plus whatever the total fee is. Still gonna get a violation. Depends on if they can find the license plate or if they can connect it with your account address or not. You have to go online or you can come with me. And I'll need your license plate number. I'll need your mailing address, your email address, telephone number, first and last name. I need the make and model and the year of the vehicle. And again, we don't suggest you use the lane until you actually get the transponder. Yes, you can. No problem. Hello? Sorry about that, man. All right, so I'm calling because I'm trying to get information about the identity theft insurance that I have. I suffered a financial loss, and I'm just trying to figure out how do I go about it. I was told to call early in the morning.
Okay. Do you have a account with Lexington Law Firm?
Do I have a who?
Account with Lexington Law Firm?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, let me go ahead and check the account first. And have your client ID number social, please, to pull up your account.
Say it again. I'm sorry, ma'am.
May I have your client ID number social, please?
All right, y'all. I'm trying to get information for this identity theft insurance that I have and seeing if I can make a claim because I've suffered financial losses. For those people that do have credit repair companies that do offer $1 million in insurance settlement as long as you have a financial loss, you just have to communicate that. So that's what I'm trying to figure out now. So,
Only about insurance negative item, or you're talking about another?
the identity theft insurance. The identity theft insurance, ma'am.
Okay. There's any negative item?
So is it not a department that I can get transferred to? Because I'm trying to get all the information so that I can make a, so I can make a proper claim.
Yeah. Okay, I was thinking that you are, actually have to transfer to another department.
Right. I know that. That's what I was waiting on. That's what I assumed that you were doing.
Okay. Can you tell me exactly what happened before I transfer this call for you?
I just would feel comfortable with speaking to that department. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude. I know that you're just doing your job, but I'm trying to get an understanding of what does it do in order for me to give you the information that I would initially have to repeat myself and give it to the actual identity theft insurance people.
Okay, I see.
So are you going to transfer me, or I'm confused?
Let me see. Let me go ahead and see the apartment. Okay.
Okay.
So usually we before we transfer, we need to know. But let me go ahead and check it out the information. Hold on, please don't hang up. Okay.
All right. So basically, for y'all that don't know or for y'all that don't understand, if you have or if you know somebody, like let's just say your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, or anybody has worked with a credit repairing company. They always offer like $1 million insurance policy on identity theft. And if no one got your written permission to add something to your credit, you've suffered identity theft. So I'm trying to make a claim against the identity theft, but I need more information just to make sure I'm clarifying it correct. Since I had the final judgment this year, while I still had this insurance policy, I'm suffering a financial loss. I'm suffering a damage right now. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing now. I gotta call Mr. Ryan back because he just sent me an email. I'm gonna try to call the what's it called? I'm gonna try to call the law firm again, who is pretending to be U.S. Auto Sales. I don't know why it's so hard to do this. Like, I want to get this shit done. Westlake, they already sat there and said, what did they say? They're trying to figure out. The legal department for Westlake is trying to figure out how to get around my judgment. But baby, that's what you feel. There's no way around that, you know? I already made a complaint with the Attorney General. I made a complaint with the Attorney General in California and Georgia, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. I need to make a complaint against the FTC again and go from there.
Okay, let me go ahead and be transferred and see if they can answer us, okay?
All right, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, that's from John. I told you.
That's interest. Okay, this is interest. Let's see.
Hold on, yeah. I'm waiting to get this thing on information. I had to take my biotin. I feel like an old lady when I be taking my pills. Make sure the coochie is on Niagara Falls. This is literally, this bottle is almost empty. Oh, sit over there. So a bitch ain't got to use deodorant. Mind your fucking business. Because you got to swallow these things. Ooh. Yeah. I'm hungry as fuck right now. I'm hungry and I'm tired.
Thank you for calling Lexington Law Firm. My name is Junior. I work in the escalation department. I understand that there's some concerns surrounding identity theft. I'm going to see what I can do to help. May I ask who I'm speaking with, please?
My name is Navadia Brooks.
Hi, Ms. Brooks. What's the email address on file?
My first and last name at gmail.com.
Can you please go over that email for me, please?
Navadia Brooks at gmail.com. My first and last name at gmail.com.
And your date of birth?
7/24/91.
Thank you. And because we're going over identity theft, we want to be extra careful, right? So I would need to ask you for a separate piece of verification. Can you name off an account or a creditor that I can find on your credit report that you know is yours? It's not the reason for the phone call.
U.S. Auto Sales.
another one that comes to mind?
Capital One, Navy Federal.
Capital One, you said. There we go. Thank you.
Okay.
So, the paralegal, she didn't give me much information, so if I could politely ask what's going on.
All right. So, number one, I know that I have an identity theft insurance, and I want to get information about this identity theft insurance, and I also want to possibly submit a claim and then go from there.
Okay.
I actually just got a final judgment dealing with a company that's been a hindrance on my credit and initially stole my identity after I've told them that I'm not responsible for this debt. I also let them know that I had a judgment order. So what happened was Westlake Portfolio Management. That's who I want to initially do the identity theft claim against.
Westlake 1494. That's 14,000.
Yep, the 14,000.
Got it. Okay. So glad you called. So here's where we're at. So with the coverage, it's like insurance.
Okay.
So you started on February 9th, and just like with car insurance, if you didn't have insurance at the time of the accident and you got it like next day, then it's not going to cover the accident. So it looks like this was before February.
Correct. That was before February, but I just got a final judgment on March the 8th. So that was within the time period of the coverage. So the judge
So the coverage is for monetary loss. If you paid the $14,000 and it was identity theft, then yeah, we can get you.
So what's the point of having identity theft insurance if I'm not able to claim identity theft? If that is a stolen identity situation, they're still claiming of $14,000 that is initially. I don't.
But you weren't. So when it all first happened, you weren't covered.
Right.
That was before February.
Right. So they didn't claim the $14,000 until January, right? And I got the insurance
the
on that.
identity that happened before that, though.
Okay, so what do you
wouldn't be eligible for?
Okay, so cancel that identity theft insurance because it doesn't make any sense to have it if it's not usable because you're.
Well, you're not paying for it, ma'am. It's included in the service.
Take it off.
So
I don't even want it. It's okay.
Do you want to take the service?
Take it off. There's not no point in having it.
Cancel it.
I mean, what's the point of having it if I can't claim identity theft based upon a judgment that was in the midst of my actual service for the company, which is Westlake Portfolio's involvement in this entire situation, and then they still are allowed to add $14,000 that I do not legally owe onto my credit. That doesn't make any sense.
No, I understand. And, I'm here to help anywhere I can. So we can discuss, with the way that it's reporting, I can help. But, as far as the pre-screen for identity theft, unfortunately, you wouldn't qualify.
I mean, in a technical sense, it is still identity theft because I also was told by another company that was running my credit that is the also reason why I was denied for something that I applied for initially. I was denied for something because of Westlake Portfolio being on my credit, right? And because of them being on my credit, I let them know that I'm not responsible for that debt, nor do I know those people, nor do I have any involvement with those people. And they said that I have to claim identity theft, which I still have to submit a police report. So if I submit a police report for identity theft, you're telling me that the insurance does not cover it at all because it happened prior to. So.
Well, so with that because the route with the police report, the end game with that one is that it's going to no longer affect you. So if the police report is going to do what it's supposed to do, and it gets in front of Westlake, and they agree that here's a police report, this is not Mrs. Brooks' debt, then the goal of that is for it to no longer affect you, no longer reporting. Westlake is no longer asking you for money. That's what the goal of the police report is. So with the coverage that you have with the service, it's for monetary loss. So if you're missing money, so like if somebody goes into your bank account and takes $500, then that coverage would speak. Then your bank's not working with you on it. Then yes, you could call us because you have up to that $1 million worth of ID theft coverage. But it's like car insurance.
That absolutely, I get it. You're just trying to do your job, and that's cool. And I understand, but that makes absolutely no sense. And I'm gonna tell you why. You can't refer to identity theft insurance as car insurance, because at the end of the day, if I suffered a loss, if I got into a car accident within the time frame that I have insurance, and I say, hey, I got into a car accident, I need to be covered. They're gonna cover me. So I don't know if you learned that in training or not, sir, but that is the most improper thing, because I'm telling you that I'm suffering a loss, and you're telling me that you're referring to identity theft insurance that I have to car insurance. Because if I'm calling my car insurance right now and I say, hey, I'm suffering a loss, I got into an accident, I'm suffering a loss, they're going to cover whatever is going on. This identity theft insurance is not covering what's going on, because you're saying it happened prior to, when I'm telling you that a judgment just came out recently while I have the actual coverage, is what I'm trying to explain to you. And you're saying that it does not qualify. Then I tell you that I'm going to make a police report for identity theft, and you're telling me that still is not substantial enough to even make a claim. So that's why I say it's not no point in having identity theft insurance. If I would have had this back in August, I would have suffered a damage, because that still doesn't make any sense. And the reason why I'm telling you it still doesn't make any sense, because when this happened in August and I had a physical vehicle taken from me, right? Physical vehicle taken, that is suffering a loss. That is a financial loss. They sold the vehicle for $8,000, hence why they have an additional $14,000 on my credit report. That is a financial.
So if you paid the $14,000, then that would mean that you're out of pocket. You're not out of pocket because it's not paid. It's a debt, and it was before.
So hold on. You keep saying that it's a debt. So here's the problem with that. A judgment order from a state courthouse, this is from the state of Georgia, says that account does not exist. That $14,000 is hemorrhaging. It is causing Nevadia Brooks. It is causing my credit report to suffer. It is suffering. Regardless of, I get what you're saying, but it is still suffering, because that account does not exist. It doesn't exist. It does not exist. The $14,000 that they say that I owe does not exist. It's been canceled since August. It does not exist, but it is harming me. It is causing me harm. Is there insurance for that? Because that's physical harm, physical, mental, emotional harm. And you're telling me right now that, of course, I can't make an identity theft unless I'm suffering.
I could get you over. This is the pre-screen. So my job is to kind of go over and determine whether, that if it's going to be a claim or not. I can get you over to speak with the insurance partner.
I just feel like this whole situation was just pointless this morning. The pre-screening does not make any sense, because from my understanding, she was doing a pre-screening before. Thank you for contacting Peach Pass and Express. Good morning. How are you? My name is Nevadia. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today? Absolutely. First things first, I need you to verify your mailing address and your email address for me, please. All right, bye-bye. So I guess the only way that identity theft even works at all is if you suffer the damage, you're paid money, which is dumb as hell. It's like you take money out of my fucking account, you fucking idiot. All right. I just need to calm my nerves. This is what I be saying. I be having so many people fucking call. And I'd be like, thank you for contacting Peach Fast and Express. This is Navadia. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today? Mm-hmm. I absolutely can. I just need you. I already have it pulled up. I just need you to verify your mailing address and your email address, Mr. Shaker. All right. So I just sent you a reset email. And you should receive that in the next couple of seconds. Anything else I can assist you with today, sir? Correct. Yes, sir. So you have your account on automatic funding, which means that anytime your account goes as low as $10, we'll go ahead and yeah, we'll go ahead and do what needs to be done. You'll add $20